Hey guys, long time no see. Jesus. Well, this video is more like an up to date and just sort of to give you an insight of where I've been and what I've been up to, and well, generally talk to you guys. Maybe like 3 or 4 of you watching this, hopefully. And maybe we can find a direction from here on. So if you want to grab a snack, listen to me in the background, whatever, I appreciate you for even looking at this video, and I'll be real with you. Whoever is listening to what I have to say, thank you. You're probably the only few who actually are hearing me out. And I'll explain along the way. Sorry if I'm about to sound a little philosophical. This is just more to unwind and let go of some of the thoughts and, the ones that I had for quite a while. So, for some of you who may know, I'm already in the military. After boot camp, I was essentially stationed in Spain, and yes, Spain is pain. I was generally there for 4 years and was constantly going on deployments. If you're wondering what kind of deployments I was involved in, or if you guys had been keeping up with world events, to simplify without going through too much like details or mentioning only a few key points. If you remember the event with the US Embassy in Syria, yeah, we were on our way home, and then we were forced to go back as first responders. It sucked because the team I was with were already tired from our deployment, or the deployment we were in as it is, but it is what it is. Another big one, well, I'm sure even if you're not too keen with world events, you may know this one. We were heavily nearby and on standby during the specific, let's say, 2 countries going at it in war. So there was some involvement. What makes me sad is that I did visit that port of Odessa there. People there were really friendly and the scenery was nice. But that port is gone now. And we were there a few months before that event even happened too. And well, we definitely were involved with the refugees in Afghanistan. Yeah, and in the span of 4 years, I did quite a bit. So I guess you could say I'm pretty spent. But yeah, now I'm currently living back in the States, more specifically up north, literally near Canada, so it's my first time seeing snow. But during those recent years was pretty lame. I missed out on almost everything, like family and friends, shows, anime, games, or generally things that are new. It's as if I missed out a good chunk of my life. Like I time traveled because everyone around me changed. But things that I like, I was gonna say bread and butter, like anime, games, shows, creating stuff, and really nerdy things, I couldn't keep up with it. And even if I did, it was months after when the trend or hype dies down. A good example of it is having good friends hopping on Genshin Impact. Everyone was playing it, and me missing that first 2 months. Everyone I knew was already tired of that game. Even when I really wanted to try it on its first release trend. Now my friends moved on, and I personally don't feel motivated to even try. But it's not just that game, it's a lot of games and series, shows in general. Hell, it's not even just media, but even social interactions. And this is just a light version of it. So it kind of sucks to be out of the loop. Also currently trying to set up my battle station. It's currently a wire mess, and as I try to get more furniture, you know, working on that. But someone asked if they should join the military, but if I had to give you that answer, it really depends. It has its hardships, and you are doing it to protect your family, friends, and, well, your land. But there's no denying there's a lot of hardships. It's not for everyone because your job essentially puts you on a leash. You know, there's a big kind of irony in this. Before the military, I almost had everything I could have asked for, like a relationship, a bunch of supporting friends, but money was super tight and it was really a struggle. But now that I'm a bit quote unquote more, and I say a bit more stable financially, I mean that's a different discussion, but I lost everything else in some ways. It also does challenge you both mentally and physically. So, well, choose wisely. You'll be missing out on a lot, but it can also be at your advantage. That's, you know, if you plan it out right, of course. Let's see, what else? Friends. I'm sure of you know that I love my friends and would do anything for them. My guildies were my life and my family, and deep down, they still are. I sadly haven't been able to keep in touch as much, because of course we all got older, we have family, relationships, and generally their own life narrative to deal with. Alas, adulting and takes more effort to even meet up or gather a call. Nowadays I just been mainly going through the daily motions without hearing from others nowadays. So, one important thing I need to address, because I've been asked this quite a bit, even after we've mentioned it to a few people already, and it's been years. So some of you may be wondering what's the status between Harari and I. And to keep it very simple, comrades, we did go our separate ways. And no, it's not in bad blood. Honestly, in fact, we both are really good friends until now. It's just that we had to go our own separate path because it just didn't work out. You know, sometimes life just doesn't work out. I know it's devastating to some of you, cause, like, I know we both gave you guys motivation and inspiration as a duo, but trust me when I say that there's no falling out. We just had to grow in our own way individually. Please do respect our decisions, and please do send love towards her. She's still awesome. Maple story, projects, and animations. It's hard to say, but I don't know if I'm going back to them is a good idea. During my deployment, I've actually completed the Black Heaven animation, and I know some of you really wanted to look forward to it, or were looking forward to it. Yeah, it was like 3.5 more episodes long. These were like longer videos, but sadly, a lot of my resources and project files went into the pooper and had to get a new laptop. Honestly, I don't even know if I still have my updated sprite sheet, you know? It's the same thing with RPG, like, you know, that my RPG project. A good amount of it was done, however, it wasn't meeting up to the standards I wanted and had a lot of missing resources. Trust me, every now and then I make those kind of projects with Maple sprites, but I'm trying to avoid that. Like, Maple animations and coding have always gave me an itch to work on, but I'm doing my best not to make it a priority, because if I do continue it, I mean, if I do, I'll just sit on the idea, since I know some of you watch me for that stuff back then. But It's to be announced, but as of now, it's sort of in the air. Maple Story as a game, though, I swear it's like a love-hate relationship, and I can't ever escape it no matter how much I try. I've recently returned to Maple, but it's in the reboot server. I'm level 242. I hope you're proud of me, guildies, even though you're not here. But generally, I'm just doing my dailies and weeklies. Heck, I'm trying to do that ignition event, but all that is honestly really time consuming, so it's more casual for me. Also, Maple Story isn't exactly as flourished and active as it used to be. Standards are now a bit different. So, where do I go from here? Well, honestly, it's all still up in the air. I have a ton of neat things I've always wanted to try, and there's definitely a long backlog of games I need to get through. We're not even going to talk about all that anime I need to straight up watch. You know, I'm barely trying to keep up with, like, you know, Chainsaw Man and Spy X Family. I definitely missed out on a lot of things I need to watch. But what are your opinion, guys? Cause I definitely would love to hear from your guys' input. I'm very open, and I really have been thinking of doing things outside of Maple Story. But yeah, I'm looking for, you know, recommendations or even positive or negative comments. But if you guys, you know, listen to this entire thing, hearing me babbling away, you know, thank you very much. That means a lot to me. I can't tell you how long it's been since I've expressed myself openly and not keep things to myself, or just interacting with, like, you know, humans. But yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day and take care.